Sometimes you got to break a few eggs to get the job done. Let me tell you from experience, it's true.
The long-shot bid of a self-funding egg tycoon is scrambling in Indiana's Senate primary. Representative Jim Banks all but had the position locked up as a staunch Trump ally, major backing from political sponsors, and no competitors. But a candidate filing posted with zero fanfare in early July spoiled Republican efforts to clear the field for Banks.
For over 70 years, my family has been selling eggs and building Roseacre farms. What started as a small, humble chicken farm has grown into one of the largest egg producers in the United States.
John Rust, a virtual unknown in GOP politics, whose family runs one of the largest egg farms in the country, decided to run. Operatives in Banks' world regard Rust's campaign as amateurish. There are serious questions about whether he is even eligible to run as a Republican under Indiana law. But Rust's stated willingness to drop millions of his own money in the primary has them taking no chances. Attacks began once Rust filed on July 1st, with Banks' campaign and its surrogates painting him as, quote, Democrat in sheep's clothing, who price gouged egg consumers during the height of the coronavirus pandemic. Rust, who formally announced his campaign on Twitter, says his desire to, quote, protect children's innocence from transgender movement on the left spurred him to run.
The left has launched an all-out war on American families. They're pushing transgender ideology on our kids and allowing men to compete in women's sports. They're doing all of this while stripping away the rights of parents to make decisions for their children.
But he made it clear in an interview with the Washington Examiner he intends to frame his candidacy as a referendum on career politicians like Banks. Rust, a first-time candidate for Senate, or any office for that matter, acknowledges he's learning on the fly and cringes at some of his early media appearances. His campaign rollout has been slow. It took 7 weeks from the time he filed until he released the announcement video. And it might not be until October that he holds his first major campaign event. But he has ambitious plans to visit all 92 counties in Indiana, to knock on doors and collect signatures needed to get on next year's May ballot. More importantly, he's willing to invest heavily to do it. Rust declined to give a ballpark figure, but operatives believe he plans to spend around $5 million. Rust told Washington Examiner he's ready for the onslaught and would not have entered if he didn't think he could win.